Hey, it's Zoe. For Thursday, I'm gonna talk about how I got diagnosed. I'm gonna start off with questions. If I miss any, I'm sorry, 'cause I feel like I'm missing something, but that might just be me. I don't know. If I do, I'm sorry. Um, Lauren asked, "What are your hobbies and talents?" I love art. I love to draw, like painting and other stuff too. I definitely love to draw. Um, how old I really is, I don't know, and I do band. I play clarinet and bass clarinet. I swam, and I swam competitively for a while before I got sick, and I was okay at that, but not anymore. My goal is to be able to swim competitively again by my junior year, which gives me 1 year, which probably isn't exactly a very realistic goal, but cross your fingers. Hope so. Hannah asked, "Do you have related mental illnesses?" No, I don't. Caroline asked, "Do you get sick of a certain kind of food if you eat it too many times?" Yes, I started bringing my lunch to school every day because I was so sick of pizza every day, because that's what we always had. And I do that too. After a while, I just can't stand it. So I'm going to talk about how I got diagnosed. And started out with just a regular doctor's visit. Oh, my nose itches. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm sure that's real attractive. Just like my face over here feels weird. Regular doctor's appointment. She was listening to my heart, and she heard something weird, so she ordered an echocardiogram. So a while after that, I went and got an echocardiogram, and then I went home, and we didn't really think much of it. My mom actually was frustrated because she thought the echo was a waste of money, and that it was nothing, and yeah, we didn't think much of it. But then I got sick, and I kept going to the doctor, and the doctor that ordered the echo, she had just started working there, and she moved right after, so the paperwork was never really filed, and the results just kind of got lost. And so when I got sick, we went in, and the doctor said, ran tests and everything seemed normal. She said, "I can't help you unless we find the echo because everything seems perfectly normal to me. I don't see a problem. So the best thing you can do is find the echo results." So we were searching and searching and searching for the echo results and couldn't find them. And about a month later, the doctor's office here in town called us and were like, "Hey, you need to come over as soon as possible. We need to talk to you. We found echo results. We're going to explain them to you." And they said there was a hole in my heart, and they're acting like it was major, which it wasn't, but turns out. And they're talking about flying me to Lubbock and said I shouldn't have been allowed to leave the hospital when they did the test. They were talking about flying me. Mom was like, "No, we can drive her." And they're like, "Okay, well, we're going to schedule an appointment with the cardiologist there. And schedule an appointment with the cardiologist there, and call back in 3 days. We'll have an appointment for you, and you can drive down there." And yeah. And so we're like, okay. My mom called back in 3 days and had an appointment. She kept calling back, and when they did give us an appointment, it was 3 months in the future. And after we took the echo, so I was still just getting worse, and I was on homebound at this point. I wasn't going to school. I could hardly make it across. I was just doing really bad, and had zero energy. Didn't know what was going on. So we're trying to get in as fast as possible. We're like, why won't they get us in? We need to now. If this is going to fix this, we need to fix this because I was missing a lot of school and I could hardly do anything. I was just really sick. And so my mom eventually she just decided to take me to the ER in Lubbock since no one was doing anything with me and I was just getting worse. And they called Dr. Robinson. He said that he didn't know why we'd be having problems, but he'd talk to us tomorrow. He'd schedule an appointment and talk to us tomorrow if we wanted it, if we were that desperate. And so the next day we went in and we saw Dr. Robinson, and he told us that the hole in my heart is basically a little vessel that shouldn't be there between like the left and right. Because when you're born, it's there, but typically closes up, and I guess mine didn't. It's not really a big deal. The only problem that it would really cause is if it were to get infected, which would be really bad. But as long as it's not, you're fine, basically. Or at least mine, because it was really small. I guess if it were bigger, it'd be more of a problem. I don't know. It's called a PDA. And he said that's not causing your problems. There's something else. So we were describing all my symptoms and stuff to him. He's like, I think you have something called POTS, and he scheduled a tilt table test. And like a week or two later or something, and we went in for the tilt table test, and that's when I was diagnosed. And yeah, that's basically how I got diagnosed. And since then I've tried 2 medicines. One just made me worse. One I'm on is the fludrocortisone. The doctor I'm going to, he has 3 things he's willing to try, and then he's pretty much out of, like, and I thought it was because he didn't know any other treatment options, I guess. But turns out he just doesn't like any others, and he doesn't see them helping people, so he's not willing to try it because he doesn't think it's going to help, and he doesn't think it's worth it, which kind of annoys me because I'm willing to try anything if it might help, honestly. Well, not anything, but pretty much. But so he has one more he's willing to try after I go back in 3 months to check in with him if I'm still having issues, which I obviously am. But he's hoping that fixing the PDA, which they did about a week and a half ago at the surgery, he's hoping that'll fix things, although he said it's not likely. So he said if I'm still symptomatic and having problems, he'll try that one, but he doesn't like that one, so he's been refraining from trying it for a really long time. So I'm kind of getting annoyed because, yeah, that was how I was diagnosed and everything. I don't know. Does that sound ridiculous? I'm annoyed because he's just not willing, because he's listing off all these options of different medicines you could try, and like saline and stuff like that. I was like, but I don't want to try that because I don't think it helps anybody, and I just don't think it's worth it. I think you're just gonna, it's one of those things you'll just have to live with until you grow out of it. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all feeling well. Thank you. Bye.